Hello friends, welcome back to Cini World. Today I am going to explain you a Japanese science fiction thriller film called AMOK. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. Kosuke Kiryu is a brilliant scientist from Japan who has developed an advanced AI called Hope for medical purposes. His main motive for all the hard work he has put into the AI is his wife's cancer treatment. If the technology is approved by the government to be used in the medical sector, it will not only save his wife's life but will be a revolutionary step in human development. At the beginning of the movie, Kiryu is in his lab working when his brother-in-law, Satoru Nishimura, comes to him with some paperwork. It turns out that the government has refused to endorse the use of AI because of the absence of relevant jurisdiction. In the following scene, Kiryu, his wife, and Satoru are on a beach with Kiryu's daughter Kokoro. His wife is in the last stage of cancer and needs immediate help from the AI. Although Kiryu invented the AI, he and his wife refused to use it illegally without proper authorization. The family takes a picture together at the beach. A few days later, Kiryu's wife is on her deathbed. She passes away after saying that she hopes the AI will one day bring joy to many people's lives. If it had been approved in time, Kiryu could have saved his wife. A year after her death, the medical AI system is approved by the government and distributed among the people. Not long after, it starts being used in every sector like law, finance, entertainment, and most importantly medical. Because of the technology, cures for several diseases are found. In only a few years, Kiryu's achievement is belatedly celebrated worldwide. His brother-in-law Satoru becomes the president of Hope, managing it overall. After fulfilling his wife's dying wish, Kiryu doesn't want to live in Japan anymore. So, he and his daughter moved to Singapore. The popularity of Hope rises exponentially when a personalized watch that takes care of one's health is introduced. Now, people do not have to go to the doctor to be diagnosed with problems like brain tumors and cancer. Although most of the world celebrates the new invention, there are some who believe that it will cause the problem of unemployment to rise exponentially. Many people protest against Hope, but it has become indispensable to the lives of most Japanese citizens. In 2030, Kiryu and Kokoro are living in a beach house in Singapore. However, Kokoro misses her mother a lot and desires to return to Japan. One day, they get a message from Satoru saying that the president of Japan wants to award Kiryu for his achievements. Taking the opportunity, the father and daughter fly back to Japan and are surprised to see several protesters outside the Hope headquarters. They are welcomed by Satoru and the entire company with a round of applause. Following that, they are given a tour of the building. They get to see the server room where the heart of Hope is kept. It is a massive machine that serves as the core motherboard of Hope. The place is highly secured because the machine is connected to the lives of every Hope user. 2 drones from the heart recognize Kokoro using their face scanning feature. Following the tour, a press conference is held to welcome Kiryu and for him to talk about his invention. During the conference, the protesters manage to break in and interrupt Kiryu while he is talking. Following that, Kiryu meets a police officer named Sakuraba. Sakuraba has been bothering Satoru to let the police department use Hope to hack people's personal belongings and solve crimes. Since it would be a breach of people's privacy, he has been denied the request. On his way out, Kiryu is followed by a journalist who is clearly against AI. He hands Kiryu his card claiming that he wants to interview him. When Kiryu and Kokoro are in the car, the little girl notices that she has lost the only picture of her mother. She runs inside with the staff to look for it while Kiryu and a girl drive to the convention where he is being awarded by the president. Kokoro and the others go to the server room to look for the lost picture. Meanwhile, in several different hospitals in Japan, Hope suddenly starts to malfunction. Many patients die because of the lag while the medical workers panic, not knowing what is causing it. Somewhere else, the president is preparing for the program but she suddenly drops to the ground. It turns out that her heart pacer also ran on Hope, which stopped working. She is rushed to the hospital but to no avail. The automated driving system that uses Hope also malfunctions, causing several accidents. As Hope stops working throughout the nation, Satoru and the engineers in the headquarters are informed. They run to the control room to find out what is wrong with the program, leaving Kokoro alone in the server room. Because of the breach in the system, the security lock is activated and Kokoro is locked alone. The news makes it to the TV and Kuru also finds out about the malfunctions. When he calls his brother, he is even more worried too. See Kokoro locked alone in the server room. With time, the room's temperature will drop below zero. For the machines to cool, they will have to bring her out before she dies of cold. The programmers at Hope get to work and find out that there has been a strange log into the protected server, which supposedly caused the malfunctions. They locate the area where the hacker is and send little insect-like filming devices to the location. Meanwhile, a worried Kuru is stuck in traffic. He opens his bag and finds a tablet that is uploading the virus to Hope. Just then, the police locate him and arrest him for being the hacker. It is clear that someone is trying to frame him, but Kuru has no way to prove it. Just then, a car accident takes place nearby that distracts the police and he manages to escape. Throughout all this, the journalist from earlier is taking his pictures from a car behind him. With the suspect escaping, Sakuraba and his team are given the responsibility to catch him. Taking the opportunity, Sakuraba uses the Hope AI program to look for Kuru, without waiting for permission. 2 officers named Godo and Asino are also added to the team to help them. Godo doesn't feel comfortable seeing Sakuraba invading the public's privacy to look for Kuru. Using CCTV cameras from people's dashboards, and even cameras from people's mobile phones, Sakuraba is able to locate Kuru. At one point, Kuru realizes that he is being watched, so he enters the sewers. He calls Satoshi from there and tells him that someone is trying to frame him. The call is being traced so Sakuraba and the team can hear them talking. Kuru reveals that when he first created Hope, he made sure to program that it worked for human comfort and satisfaction. He believes that in recent years someone has programmed Hope differently, that is why it has started to work on its own and not take humans' command. The AI will soon evaluate citizens and terminate those it deems worthless. This puts the whole nation at risk of being killed by it. Just then, we see an infant in a stroller that is run by the AI. It calculates the overall medical bill that the infant might have to pay in its entire life and deems it to be unworthy of life. Following that, the stroller falls off the stairs, eliminating the baby itself. To stop the mass murder, a new program must be input to the server. After the call ends, the soldiers enter the tunnel and find Kuru. He breaks his tablet, so he won't be tracked. Sakuraba loses all stats about his location after that, and Kuru yet again manages to escape. Goda and Asino get out of Sakuraba's control room. After hearing Kuru talk to Satoshi, Goda believes that he is innocent. The two think from Kuru's perspective and come to a conclusion that he will probably go to Hope's second data center in Sendai. Back in the headquarters, everyone tries to get Kokoro out of the server room but is unsuccessful. She lies in front of the heart, cold and scared. To reach the data center in Sendai, Kuru boards a ferry hiding inside a truck. Goda and Asino also get on the same ferry. Kuru had stolen a tablet from a person which he uses to program. The police track the signals and find out his location. The officials at the ferry are informed and told to check everywhere for him. When they eventually find him, he makes a run for it and ends up on the top of the deck. Goda and Asino tell him they are there to help, but before he can reply, a sniper from a helicopter fires at him. To save his life, Kuru jumps into the water and disappears. A while later, he opens his eyes and finds himself on a boat in a harbor at Shanghai. A local fisherman had saved him from drowning. He says that he is thankful for Hope because it saved his wife's life and lets Kuru go. Meanwhile, many protests against Hope are being held throughout the country. Kuru has been declared a terrorist by the media. In Sendai, Kuru goes to an abandoned university that was the place where he first invented Hope. He is soon joined by Satoshi. It turns out that when they talked on the phone the last time, he used a code word to call him there. Goda also debunks the code word and drives to the university with his partner. Kuru and Satoshi start writing a program to stop the destruction being caused by Hope. The computer scans every citizen of Japan who uses AI and plans to terminate them according to their past. It will take exactly 6 hours for the mass murder to start. The engineers at the Hope headquarters also find this out and start calling their families to ask them to stay away from their AI devices. Kuru then figures out that no one had hacked the program and the virus was manually planted in the heart. On checking the heart's data for the past few months, they find suspicious activity. But on checking the CCTV footage, Kuru is shocked. It turns out that Satoshi was the one who uploaded the virus. However, Satoshi denies the claims, saying that he was just doing a regular check and doesn't know what went wrong. Just then, the soldiers arrive at the hideout and fire at Kuru. To save him, Satoshi jumps in front and gets shot instead. With his last breath, he begs his brother-in-law to save the people. Kuru manages to escape yet again while being followed by the police. Goda and Asano also follow them behind in their car. Amidst the chase, Kuru's car falls off the road and crashes several feet below. The police check for him in the wreckage but do not find his body. Police officer Sakuraba uses AI and the CCTVs to look for Kuru and finds him, but when the police reach the location, the person turns out to be someone else. It is then revealed that Kuru has bugged the police's AI system, making it malfunction. While they try to look for him, Kuru manages to return to the Hope headquarters and meets the chief engineer, who is willing to help him stop the massacre that is about to happen. However, Sakuraba and his team somehow make it to the headquarters and surround him. Kuru tells the soldiers that the real culprit is actually Sakuraba. Then, he plays a video of Satoshi inputting the virus to the heart. It turns out that he was actually tricked by Sakuraba, who was standing outside the server room when it happened. Even though it is proved that Sakuraba caused Hope to malfunction, the soldiers still follow his orders. Sakuraba then says that Japan needs a powerful system to rule the world. With something like AI, he could have all the power in the world. As he confesses to all his crimes, a flying insect-like device records their conversation and broadcasts it live to the entire world. Now, everyone knows the truth. Goda arrests Sakuraba and takes him away while Kuru runs to repair Hope and save his daughter. He programs the code and makes the heart scan it with Kokoro's help. Hope finally remembers its past and the reason for its creation. The door to the server room opens, and the father and daughter reunite. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.